Okay, here's Ernie. It's the first day of our vacation and the first time we used our new camera. And here's our hotel room. And you can see that's our bag for when we get off the trail. We've got clean clothes and junk in there. And then that's my backpack and all my crap in it, and we're almost ready to go. And we've got a mess in the hotel room, just like always. We like to make a mess. And over here we have Ernie's backpack, and it's all packed up and ready to go. And we're gonna leave first thing in the morning, and you're coming with us. Well, here we are. This is the Appalachian Trail approach trail. This is the trail to get to the trail. And on the advice of our shuttle man, Steve, we're going to take a little bit of a wrap around. It's going to be about a half a mile longer, but he says it'll keep us from having to go over a mountain called Frosty Mountain, where the trail is pretty eroded and incredibly difficult, he says. So for our first day out, we're going to go down there. Here we are sneaking up on Ernie before we hit the trail. This is him tightening down all of his straps and whatnot. He doesn't know I'm pointing at him right now, so. Oh. Gotta get your hip belt situated, and I think we're both carrying roughly about 40 pounds of gear. We made it! We're officially on the Appalachian Trail. This, you can see right to the left of this marker is a white blaze. That's the first white blaze that starts the trail. This would be the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. There are a few people that hike from Maine to here, so this would be their ending point, but for us, it's only the beginning. Here we have another signpost right here when we arrived at Springer Mountain. It shows elevation of 3,782 feet, and that sound that you heard was Ernie's pack falling over right to the right of me. You can see it there. Here on Candid Camera, this is Mike and Chris and Laura, folks we met on the trail. We're at the Stover Creek shelter. Here's our little shelter house, which we're not sleeping in because there's mice in it. Actually, there's not mice in it yet, but there will be. And the creek is down this direction. We're staying in a little pine grove nearby. This is actually the third shelter that we've come across on the trail. It's almost 8 o'clock, and we had a pretty good night last night, although Ernie said that he couldn't sleep. He seems to have trouble the first night out, and the locusts or cicadas were pretty loud. I find it funny that the same thing that kept him awake all night put me right to sleep. He said that he heard a lot of mice running around the tent last night. I was pretty zonked. You can see my pack hanging there in the tree. We brought down the food bag already, so that's what's laying on the ground there. I didn't hear much of anything. We heard a screech owl first thing this morning, which was pretty neat. And we're getting ready to break camp, have breakfast, and head on out on the trail again. Hello, Mr. Camper.
Good morning.
Mind if we ask you a few questions today?
No.
How's the hike been so far?
Wonderful.
What is that red thing in your mouth? What is that red thing for?
It's the cap that goes on the top of the water filter, like right there.
Oh, you're going to filter water right out of this little stream here?
Yeah, this little stream here.
What if somebody peed in it or something?
That's what this filter's for.
Oh, so you won't get sick, huh?
Right.
Cool. Where are you headed today?
Don't know.
Don't know.
North.
Headed north. How far you think you're going to get?
Don't know. 5 miles at least.
All right. right. Well, have a good hike. Thanks for sharing with us. To stop and get a look at these ferns. This is one of my favorite things on the trail. They're just everywhere. There's the trail going on down, and if we go to this side of the trail, it's pretty much downhill. But again, there's just a tremendous amount of ferns. Everything's so green. This is the trail behind us. I don't know if you can get an idea of how down it goes, but it's been going, we've been going up for quite a while. There's the barometer. See it going up? Well, here we sit about 300 miles in elevation from the top of Sassafras Mountain.
300 miles.
Yeah. 300 feet. I'm getting my stuff screwed up. This is Ernie sitting on a rock. And if I pan out, you can see the mountains in the background. It's a very nice spot for a break.
Yeah.
We're somewhere between Gooch Gap and Woody Gap, and we've hit payday. This is definitely what I consider a payday. It's a beautiful vista, as far as the eye can see.
How are we doing?
We're hot and we're tired. It's been a good day though.
Yeah.
The trail's been most extraordinary. I don't know how far we'll get today. Definitely to Woody Gap. May call it a day after that.
Would you do it again?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Why not? I'm a
Yeah.
glutton for punishment.
Yeah?
Beats the hell out of working.
Where do we go from here?
Down. We're pretty wore out and disappointed because we got to Woody's Gap and we were expecting to be able to camp there and get water, and the water source was completely dry, so now we have to walk another 3 miles that we weren't expecting to have to travel today to get to a stream, and hopefully there'll be a campsite near there. And there's a fire ring here where someone else had a fire, but we don't usually make campfires, so we won't be using that. People are pigs, they tend to leave their trash right there in the fire ring, figuring that the next person will come along and burn it. We don't do that. We have our boots hung. There's Ernie's boots. So that no creepy crawlies get in them at night. We put them on top of our hiking sticks. Stick those in the ground, hang the boots. Also helps to keep the boots dry overnight. And if we turn around, this is our tent. I don't know how well you'll be able to see in here, but I'll zip this just to give you an idea. You can kind of see the 2 sleeping bags in there. There's not much room. It's cozy. And just enough room for the 2 of us. Ernie hanging our food bag, our food and toothpaste and deodorant and all the goodies that have a scent to them go up in the tree so that the critters don't get them in the night. It was a difficult day today. Some of our friends bugged out early. They're friends from Florida, and a gentleman we met called Grandpa Jack. They all bugged out early. They were actually going further than we are and decided to quit because it was just too difficult and they were unprepared. So on we go. Tonight we're all alone at our campsite. It's a nice little spot. So we'll see you in the morning.
Well, this is it, our last morning out in the wild. And we survived last night. It's kind of warm. This night was the first night we've been by ourselves, actually. So we've been out here. So I thought maybe take a tour of our home away from home when we're away from home. See if this shows up here.
They're cool.
Kind of fuzzy. I don't know about the light. It might not. This is our blue cocoon. We got a little window so we can see out when it's morning. And that's about it. Hello, Captain. That'd be our blue cocoon. So it's about 7:30. Time to get up and get breakfast and get going. And we got how many more miles?
8 more miles.
We got 8 more miles. And then what?
Shower.
Shower. Righty. Okay, well here we go. Time to say bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye for now. And this is how we do our hair in the woods. Put a bandana on it. And we're ready to go.
And the nuts keep falling out of the trees. I mean, not crazy people. These big giant nuts keep falling out of the trees. There's one that fell out of the tree right now.
And for the record, I do know the difference between an altimeter and a barometer.
That's right. Yesterday she said the barometer, and it was not the barometer, it was the altimeter. Anyways, we're signing off. Probably next time we see you, I don't know, might be Blood Mountain, might be before that. Who knows? These signs we've been passing along the way, every couple of miles, wherever there's some sort of a crossing or a side trail, they have these signs. You see this one says Slaughter Gap, which is where we're headed, 2.2 miles away. And we're presently in Jarrett Gap, elevation 3250. We're about from here 3 miles exactly from the top of Blood Mountain. This could be 3 miles, basically almost up continuously 3 miles. So this is how we tell where we're at along the way. Plus, just let you know, over here is a side trail, an old road. It goes down to a lake about 1 mile away. And a lot of these crossings like this There's old logging roads, or you'll cross a road where if you have to, you can get out of the trail, get off the trail, get into town, or try and find a ride somewhere. And mostly these are old logging roads from what we understand. So this is on the Appalachian Trail. I guess you would call these the freeway exit signs. Welcome to Blood Mountain Shelter. There's one of these posted in every shelter we've seen so far. Just kind of tells you, you know, what to do and what not to do. My hand's shaking pretty much, huh? Whoa, settle down, Beavis.
It may have come up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We came from that direction right there. It's very possible, I don't know. And it could be more back behind that big rhododendron giant tree, believe it or not. That's a giant rhododendron right there. They grow as big as trees.
From up here on top of Blood Mountain. Blood Mountain is the highest point of the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. It's like at 4,400 and something.
That one straight away out there looks pretty high. I know what it is. That one out that way. Big pointy thing back there. I don't know what the heck that is.
It's pretty spectacular. And now we're getting off at this mountain because it's freaking hot up here.
Can you tell our audience why this is called Blood Mountain?
According to local legend, I don't know, something about the Indians killing each other up here and the blood running down the mountain.
Oh, there's a birdie.
I think it's probably called Blood Mountain because so many people have fallen and gotten bloody knees coming up here. 40 miles. All done. It was a good trip.
Look at my face. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm gonna go get some pizza and some beer.
And some potato chips.
And some potato chips with French onion dip. Yeah.